Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick chat. Today on the quick chat, we have a few things to talk about. Okay, if you have not seen the thumbnail, which you should have seen the thumbnail before you clicked on it, you already know who we getting into. We are going to be talking about TJ Holmes, Wendy Williams, April, and Tay Diggs. Honey, we're going to get into Latocha and this alleged mistress of her husband. We're also going to be talking a bit about Tory Lanez and Miss Megan the Stallion. But first off, let's go ahead and get into Deion Sanders. Okay, currently Deion Sanders is under fire by a lot of the HBCU alumni, students, specifically Jackson State University. Okay, he's under fire because Deion is leaving Jackson State University to become the head coach at University of Colorado. Okay, now a lot of people are upset about this. I think he spent about 3 to 4 years over there at Jackson State trying to build up their football program and to bring additional eyes over there onto HBCU football, right? And I feel like a lot of people are upset with him because he likely probably sold some dreams, right? Had a lot of guys, turn down some PWIs in an effort to go to JSU to be coached by one of the best, Mr. Deion Sanders, okay? He decided he was going to, skip to his Lou and get him a bigger bag, and the people then got mad. All right. Now I do have some audio, and we are going to get into some things from Charlemagne over there at the Breakfast Club. We're going to check out what they had to say. But before that, we're going to get into some tweets from Mr. Deion Sanders, and this is what he had to say. Okay. He says, change makes people get uncomfortable. Change is inevitable. Every age and stage of life, but it somehow, some way brings love, but hate, joy, but sorrow, and life and death. There's a time and a season for every activity under the sun. The Bible declares change is inevitable. Now, let me go through that again. What this man said. Change makes people get uncomfortable. Change is inevitable in every age and stage of life, but it somehow, some way brings love but hate, joy but sorrow, and life and death. There's a time and season for every activity under the sun. The Bible declares change is inevitable. So I believe that this could be his response to a lot of the madness. Okay. Now he just like, listen, change is inevitable. You may not like it, honey, but it's coming. Change is coming, and it is what it is. Now, a lot of the people are upset. I'm going to give you my thoughts in just a second on how I feel about the situation. Okay. But I want to get into some tweets that was followed right up under once he put this tweet up. There were some people that had some things to say. So let's go ahead and get into what they had to say. All right. So one young woman says, you asked JSU and Jackson to believe. You had the biggest microphone in the state of Mississippi and you dropped it and left when a PWI came with resources. They will always have more. Sold us on some equity. George Floyd and your quote unquote calling. Miss me with that, right? So someone else hops up here and this person says, bro stayed for three of a 4 year contract and brought in new uniforms, new locker rooms, and weight rooms, new practice field, millions upon millions of private funding. Okay. NIL exposure for the kids. What more do you want, bro, to do? Honestly, bro gave half of his salary up. Okay. So then the young lady responds and says, you obviously don't know how chronically underfunded HBCUs are. What he did do was great. Hats off to him. The key to a movement is sustainable. Okay, sustainable change, not walk away and everything collapse upon your departure. So someone responds and says, if sustainability is determined by one man's involvement, the institution itself is flawed. While I understand the disappointment of not continuing the great work he's done, you're attacking you're attaching unrealistic expectations of Prime. If he fulfilled his contract and dipped, then what? Okay. So then someone else goes on to say, what did JSU do for Coach Prime? Question mark. Guy had his office broken into, property stolen, used his own money to fund the program, was shoved by an opposing coach during a handshake, totally disrespected by opposing players. What did the HBCU or JSU do for Prime? Then followed up to say JSU wouldn't even increase his pay. Alum and boosters gave minimum to no help. Deion is a one-man operation. JSU and HBCUs just take with minimum to no appreciation is what this person said. Now listen, this is just how I feel about it. Okay, as I wear my little Hornet Alabama State shirt on. Listen, I just kind of feel some part of me is like JSU, that's what you get. Y'all was doing all that big talk when y'all had him, and now he finna skip to his little honey. He finna go cash in big. Do I blame him? I kind of don't. Like, it does suck for the players. That's who I'm really thinking about. The players that were likely sold on an idea, they get to be coached by the best, all of this other great stuff, and they were gonna come over in hopes of probably getting drafted later on, whatever the case may be. I'm sure Deion was the driving factor for them to come over to those universities, or at least to that HBCU in particular, and do their thing, right? And then now he decided he's gonna bail out. Like, I do think that it's messed up for the players, but at the end of the day, I don't know anybody that would literally sit up there and not go for opportunity to do the exact same thing that they're currently doing and get a much bigger payout. I just don't. I mean, I don't see. Like, I feel like he fulfilled his contract. I feel like he did what he needed to do when he was there. Right. So I understand where that person is coming from when they said if he would have fulfilled the 4-year contract and then left after the contract was up, then what y'all was gonna do? Then what? You still was gonna be mad? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it happens like that in football. I mean, it is what it is. From my understanding, he's taking other coaches with him, coaches that may not have gotten the opportunity to work with the PWI. So he gets to take some of his coaching staff. The man gave up some of his salary. I feel like whoever put those tweets out definitely put out some facts. I know a lot of HBCUs, y'all finna sit up there and y'all finna be mad, and I'm gonna let y'all argue it down in the comments or whatever. But I don't blame that man, girl. I don't blame that man, girl. Let me be a cheer coach. And I'm over here bringing eyes onto some cheer competitions and all this and that. And then somebody else hit me up with the opportunity to go somewhere else to make more money. I'm going to be like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to weigh the options, weigh the odds. And if it makes sense, then I'm going to go. Y'all not going to make me stay. Like, it's just what it is. Like, I've given y'all the playbook. I've given it to you. I showed y'all what y'all need to do. So then, get somebody else to step in my shoes that's really going to be able to do the job service at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I understand people being upset, but at the same time, y'all just going to have to be mad. $5 million over how much? I get to get $5 million back, and then y'all want to sit up here and be mad when I was over here giving up all my money, and a lot of y'all that's complaining wasn't doing anything yourself. You wasn't even contributing to the school in any type of capacity, right? But I mean, I understand people gonna say HBCUs, we underreported, we under this, we under that, all this other stuff. It's a struggle for HBCUs. Yeah, it is, but also HBCUs need to get their shit together. It can't just all be on him. Y'all do. A lot of times I hear a lot of shit about finances going on over there in the HBCU departments. Like, y'all need to get that together. Now, I do believe the PWIs be on their scam and shit too. They be over there getting some of the coins from the kids as well. But I feel like where they definitely gonna make sure a coin goes to, it's gonna go to that sports department for sure. And then they're gonna figure out what other ways and what other departments can they snatch from or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at that man for wanting to go get another opportunity in a bigger bag, because all of y'all would do it. Because if a school came to y'all with a better opportunity, y'all would transfer. Like, come on, let's talk about it. Y'all would transfer. Just like a lot of those students, those football players are seeking to transfer to the University of Colorado now that he's leaving. So hey, if y'all feel like it ain't doing y'all a whole lot of justice with whatever coach they may get, and you try to transfer the work up under him, then I mean, you about doing the same thing, right? You trying to leave for a better opportunity too, ain't you? You ain't thinking about the football team or JSU. You thinking about yourself and your career. So it's the same. It's similar to me, if you ask me. But I'll let you guys go ahead and hop down in the comments and share your thoughts about it. Okay, let me know if you're feeling a way about Deion leaving and it's unfair to the HBCU that he was working at, or if you feel like, hey, he did his job, he fulfilled what he needed to fulfill, and now it's time for him to move on. Let me know. Before we move on, I do want to play a quick audio from Charlamagne and his thoughts regarding this situation. So let me go ahead and get into that.
I don't understand the slander. I feel like, Deion Sanders, has done everything that he said he was going to do. You know what I mean? He did his job. He told us from the beginning everything he was going to do. He was going to change the perspective of HBCU football, which he did, and he said he was going to entertain a Power 5 job if it came. He did all of that. He laid the blueprint. He showed us what's possible. What more do you want from Deion Sanders? And I'm going to tell you something else. Deion Sanders didn't have to go to an HBCU at all. If Deion Sanders' mentality was to get a Power 5 job, the thing that most people would have done would have went to a smaller PWI. But instead of going to a smaller PWI, he decided to go to an HBCU, which was a very risky move. You know why? Because there's never been an HBCU coach that got a Power 5 job until now.
Well, not only that, a lot of HBCU colleges, especially when it comes to sports, don't necessarily have the money that other schools usually have. So if a student gets injured, they don't have the training facilities a lot of the time. They don't have the doctors on staff. They don't have the staff. So that's why a lot of people, especially kids, when they're thinking about going to colleges to play sports, don't necessarily consider HBCUs all the time. But Deion definitely changed that.
That's right.
He's got a bunch of huge recruits to go to that school and huge recruits to look at HBCUs. And not only that, he's got corporate sponsorships. He's got a lot of people to come down there to sponsor, to give money, to donate, to do things that a lot of people weren't doing. And you got to respect that. You got to appreciate that.
And what you said is very true, man. And I said this during Donkey of the Day, and I'm going to repeat it. HBCUs are chronically underfunded.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because of state underinvestment, lower alumni contributions, lower endowments. And that's why I ask a simple question. What have you done for an HBCU lately? You cannot criticize Deion Sanders if you have not donated to an HBCU ever.
I agree with everything that Charlemagne is saying. I do. I agree with everything he's saying. At the end of the day, what have a lot of y'all done for HBCUs lately? And what's crazy is HBCUs, much as I'm like, Alabama State University, all that other great stuff, whatever. But it's like at the end of the day, y'all already know that our schools be underfunded. So for y'all to move forward and mishandle money too, like it always gives me a side eye. I know that's not the focal point of the conversation really, but it's a piece of the conversation, if you ask me, okay? Because as we've seen in some of the tweets and stuff, they weren't even really willing to get a man a raise. They probably didn't even have the money to really give him the raise. So it's like, if y'all already know that we don't get as much money as some of these other schools, or like, why would y'all sit up here and kind of like mishandle funds and stuff like that? But either way, the sad part is, yes, Deion Sanders came and he put a spotlight on JSU. He got them corporate sponsorships. He got this, he got that, he got this, he got that. But my question is, with him leaving, do those things leave with him as well? Okay. Were those corporate contracts or whatever, were those individuals tied into a true contract to where they gotta continue to provide for the university or whatever for the next so many years when it comes to the team or whatnot? That's what I'm wondering. Or are those resources going to be grabbed up, snatched up, and reallotted to a whole nother school, preferably UC, as that's where Deion is about to go? So it is a bit messy, but then at the same time, like, I don't blame him ultimately if he sat back and looked at where he wants his career to go and what's the best for him at this time. Then, I mean, hey, it sucks, but prayerfully we could get another NFL person to be the coach over there at JSU or any other HBCU. You know what I'm saying? But again, y'all go ahead and hop down below and let me know y'all thoughts and comments on that particular situation. And we're going to go ahead and move on. Okay, I want to talk about Miss Latocha Scott and this alleged boo that her husband got, because Miss Girl came out a few weeks ago saying that, I was with him and this and that, and talking about a damn timeless love, Bivens, some type of sonogram she done put out. Then she come back the next day talking about she damn hacked, and then she come back the next day to let us know that she wasn't hacked, talking about some good morning. I just want to say I was misled. I was told we was going to be together. He told me he was married, but not in the marriage, that they were not actually together, and his plan was to leave her. I was manipulated into dropping the last post about my page being hacked. I'm guessing for his own selfish reasons. I apologize to my family and his family for all the confusion, and that's the truth. Not you up here apologizing to his family or whatever, and then you're still turning around putting out more information. I guess you want to, clear your name for whatever reason, but it's still giving foolishness. And the sad part is Tasha been doing a lot of running of the mouth when it came to escape, but she ain't say nothing about this. And I hope the reason she ain't saying nothing about it is because she's over there, getting into her husband's, for real, for having this lady out here looking foolish. You understand what I'm saying? If this is indeed true, what this woman is saying. Now, to further go on, and I told y'all on the last video, I said Miss Girl is going to come to us with something else. Indeed. And that's what she did. She came to us with receipts, okay? Came to us with text messages. This is something that she put up over on her Instagram page. And she says in the caption, y'all really got me effed up. I was misled. I said what I said. Okay. Then she has a bunch of hashtags. Hashtag, I guess men not held accountable. They should be, but what is his IG so that the people can hold him accountable for his actions as well? Okay. She says hashtag no more back and forth. Hashtag no home wrecker over here. Girl, I guess when people feel like they didn't know, like I don't know, because I would feel like you are a home wrecker in the bit to me, but I'd be like, why women be saying they're not a home wrecker? Are you saying it because you didn't know about the wife? But then what happens when you did find out about it? You just continue to do your thing. But see, in your case, what you said in the first part that you used, I think she said she didn't know he was married, or she did know. All right, she says he told me he was married, but not in the marriage. Like, girl, you think that's enough for you to not be a home wrecker? Ah. Okay. Well, let's keep going, okay? Because there is more. So, because we are a little bit nosy over here, I decided to zoom in on the messages just so we could see what's really being said, okay? Now, it looks like she had a picture of a sonogram. In the background, you could see the word payment. So, I guess there was some cash app payments between she and this guy. It says, babe, you good? He says they giving you a copy of the ultrasound ? What's happening now? And it sounds like she was saying in this message, I'm by myself, just waiting on the doctor to come in. Wish he would hurry. All right. That's one part of the message. Here's another message that says, because I got mad about that text, I will always love you. So don't question that. We will talk. I love you. She says, stop getting mad at me. Sweet dreams. Okay. He says, not mad, just frustrated that my baby don't get that I love her so much. And SHI will change. Stop overthinking this and roll. I guess he's trying to tell her to just roll with it. It's going to be the best night. It's going to be the best night. Girl, not these weak messages being enough to string you along. She says, I love you, baby. Relax, enjoy the rest of your night. Like, I don't know how y'all be sitting up here texting folks like this that ain't y'all at y'all big grown age. You know what I'm saying? I understand the little kids gonna do some foolishness, okay? But girl, y'all big grown age, you sit up here letting somebody text you like, they're not paying the rent. Like, girl, this is not enough. Like, I wouldn't want to sit up there and just be texting somebody knowing they gotta go to sleep and lay down next to somebody else, and you would probably want them there with you. Like, I don't know what kind of position y'all be okay with, but I'm gonna say we ain't the same. All right. There is more to another one of these messages. Seems like she cropped off some of it, but it says, getting myself together because you are so good to me. It only reminds me of my mother. What? Reminds me of my mother. I will be okay because we are in it to win it. But just know you mean more to me than what I have shown. And I promise I will never ever let you down again. Please don't read this wrong or be sad. Just know that I'm in it for the long run. We will be happy and we are always and forever connected because of our child. Love you forever. And she responded, love you forever. Girl, listen, it's giving clout chase. Just a piece of the clout chase. That's what it's giving to me. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. This says Chicago DM, Facebook, not even entertaining any of that. I can send these for days, but I'm through trying to convince anyone. I don't know who she's texting this to. I don't know if somebody tried to hack into her page or she tried to hack into theirs or whatever, but it's giving a bit of like, I don't trust this lady. I mean, I ain't saying that he ain't no thought of bopping or whatever he doing as a husband. He could be, I don't know, but it's something about her that's also not making sense. Cause ma'am, how we don't know that you ain't up here texting your damn self? Let me go back. Yeah, how we don't know that you ain't up here texting your damn self, ma'am? We don't know if this is really him, but she did have his cash app up in the very back where it says billionaire, $ Rocky Biv, BIV. Interesting. There are a few cash apps here. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. $4,700 so far is what I'm seeing that was sent over to her. Wow. Wow. I don't know. Only time will tell, honey. Only time will tell. But this right here is some foolery, if you ask me. Straight foolery. Hate to see it, but I feel like Miss Girl is working on another scheme so she can bring it to us before the week is out or bring it to us on next week. Okay. But I want to hear you all's thoughts and comments about this mess here down below. That's all I got. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay. Next up, I want to talk about Miss Keke Palmer. Congratulations to Miss Keke Palmer. Okay, she did reveal that she is indeed pregnant over there on SNL. Now, girl, I kind of had already knew because I had already been hearing it through the grapevine. I just started paying attention to the different attire that she was wearing. Okay, she was trying to hide it, and she was doing a good job. I mean, it's obvious, but still, her outfits was giving very much so cute, right? So this is a picture of her on SNL, and the next picture you see of her in the dress in the restaurant, that is from her boyfriend's IG story. So she is having a child with a guy by the name of Darius Jackson. Okay, I believe he goes by Darius Dalton at times or something like that. Okay, from my understanding, he was. Let's see here. He's in fitness and entertainment. He attended Fresno University on a football scholarship, is what we are learning. But listen, we may not know him as he's dibbling and dabbling into the entertainment industry, right? But we do know his brother, okay? And that brother, girl, the brother is Saronis Jackson, okay? So, yes, Keke is now about to be a part of the family, honey, okay? Saronis Jackson, for y'all that don't know, he played on Insecure, okay? The tall, light, bright guy. He ended up having a daughter with one of his co-workers, co-stars on that show, Miss Dominique P, honey. I like me some Dominique. I think it's Dominique Perry, something like that, but I like her. Anyway, so yes, he has a child with her. He also played on what's it called? Two Kid Play That. I ain't gonna say it was called Two Kid Play That Game, but it was it was another TV show that I really was enjoying that ended up going off, but it featured he and Lauren London. Okay, that's who was a part of it. It was he and Lauren London. They were like main cast members, and I hate that I can't think of games people play. I feel like that's what it's called, games people play, something like that. But it was really good, and I guess it's never gonna come back. But either way, he played in that. He did some other acting gigs as well. Okay, so there's that. All right. So Dominique was there at SNL, from my understanding. You know, it seems like she and Keke are pretty close, and she has a daughter. So now Keke's daughter and Dominique's, I'm sorry, not daughter, because we don't know what Keke is actually pregnant with, but Keke's child and Dominique's child will be cousins. And I'm like, oh my God, that's just so cute. Like, oh my God, she's a cute little boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And actually, I want to pull up some tweets because Keke ended up responding. She responded to people on Twitter that were trying to say that she was unattractive or something like that. Not y'all over here trying to call Keke ugly, baby. Not y'all trying to don't come for Keke. Girl, why is they pulling up Keke Wyatt? No, I'm trying to get to Miss Palmer. So give me a second so we can get that up on the screen. And I know she didn't take it down. Did she take it down? Oh no. Okay, perfect. It's still there. All right. So let's see if we could share that. I have to go back into the site so that we can I can pull this up for y'all. So give me 1 second. All right. Let's get this up on the screen. The people tried to come for my girl Keke. So it appears that people were referring to her as ugly. So Keke says, I just saw a few comments. I just saw a few comments of people saying I was ugly because I wasn't wearing any makeup. And I really want y'all to get the help y'all need because makeup isn't real. She says, I'm beautiful in real life because of who I am, not what I look like. Yes, Keke. Yes, I'm beautiful in real life because of who I am, not because of what I look like. Let's go, Keke. She goes on to say, I wish I could bottle how I feel about myself and sell it because some people take comments to heart and these people just say anything. Girl, won't they say anything? They just be saying anything, girl. They just be a bit miserable, girl. It be giving a bit unhappy. Okay. Guys, it be giving, they don't feel confident in who they are and what they got going on, that they got to say some things about you find something going on and something wrong with you. Okay. Yikes. We hate to see it. Then she says, I mean, truly, it's insane to say anyone is ugly, but especially me. Come on, Kiki. I think Kiki is really pretty. And what's crazy is I was looking at her pictures. I was like looking at different pictures of her. And I was like, oh my God, Kiki is so cute. She's so pretty. Oh, she looks good. She, like in her pregnant belly and everything. And next thing you know, I'm scrolling on Instagram, and then I come across something saying that, Kiki had to call the people out for saying that she was ugly. And I said, now what the hell y'all got going on? Now we ain't never hear no SHI like this before. Ever. Then I also saw somebody trying to drag her because she sat up there and made an announcement on television about her being pregnant. And the person was like, matter of fact, I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna find that. Let me see if I can find that over there onto the Instagram, because y'all was giving every bit of shady. Let me make sure I save it, because somebody tried to call Kiki out about the fact that she announced that she was pregnant, and she did it by herself. And they tried to refer to her not being a married woman. So they tried to take a dig at this girl. So give me 1 second. Okay, boom, there it goes. So I'm about to open this up. I had to save it on my phone so I can pull it up for y'all so we can check out what this hating her had to say. Okay, so let me put that back on the screen. Okay, so the person says pregnancy announcement on national TV without a husband is an embarrassment. No, it's not. In my personal opinion, no, it's not, because then this is a general statement, right? Even though people feel like she was talking about Kiki. What about the women that have that are surrogates or have had babies by way of surrogacy, and it's just them? So are they an embarrassment because they couldn't find a man to stand up? See, this is the thing for me. Like, why are you trying to put it, just in general, even if it ain't about Kiki, it's about anybody? Why do y'all always try to make it seem like it's the woman's fault for being proud of the fact that she's about to bring life into this a world when so many women struggle to do just that and would love to be in her shoes with or without a husband? Why do y'all do that instead of placing blame on the man for not being present? And I'm not really speaking on Kiki's situation, because this guy seems to be a very, very proud and happy that they are pregnant. But I'm a little confused. Like, y'all be acting like it be the women's fault. Like, it don't be just as much as the man's fault. Like, everything, when it comes to men, y'all always result to it being a woman's fault. Like, she should have always known better. Like, he ain't never should have known better. What the fuck? Okay, anyway. She says, do Asian women do that, or white women? Girl, I'm not in their culture like that to really know what they do or what they don't do, for real, for real. She says, we have got to stop normalizing women being single mothers. Mother and father as husband and wife together. Announce that. Wow. Girl, I can't. Somebody gets in the comments and says, no, what we need to normalize is minding our own damn business. I know that's right. Girl, worry about you. Worry about you. So they show this picture of Miss Kiki. They say Kiki Palmer announcing her pregnancy, all of that, right? Well, how about the same woman that tried to say that it's an embarrassment for this woman to announce her pregnancy and not be married? She also was the same person that said not too long ago, just because you're married doesn't mean you have to make single women feel like crap. Their time will come. Why not speak life into them becoming wives instead of being nasty and making them feel like trash that they're not yet married? Don't be ugly. Meanwhile, you over here on damn Twitter being ugly as hell. Girl, stop it. Okay? So I love how they put at the top, they was like, this you? Is this you, ma'am? Love how they did that. Girl, y'all be so fickle. It's sad. Like, have a seat. Focus on you and have a seat. That boy seems to be very happy to be in that relationship with this girl and to have a child. And then it wasn't even his segment or his show for him to go up there and make any announcement with her. Yeah, they could have did something together on social media. Would that have satisfied you better? Would that have satisfied you better? Girl, I don't know. Y'all just be living to say anything. No understanding, just living to talk. But anyway, girl, either way, good luck. Let's keep going. What else? Who else do we have here? April Jones and Tay Diggs. Now, it is being rumored that the two got married over the weekend in a real private ceremony with their family and friends. And next thing you know, we see Miss April in a video laying in a bed with Tay Diggs, and she has a ring on her finger, and she was singing some Whitney Houston song that I cannot think of at the moment, but it kind of sounded, it was like a forever type of song, right? So, and she was up there like doing this and whatever else with her hands. So I'm like, okay, are you trying to let us know that you are engaged or married or whatever? Like, not sure, but from what we're hearing, it is official that the two are married. I don't really care if they married or if they engaged or whatever the hell. I like them together. And I'm really happy for April. I feel like April been through a lot, child, with Lil Fizz, about a lot with Amarion, and ain't no telling who else. So I think that she deserves to have some happiness. You know what I'm saying? And if that's Tay Diggs, because they are a hoot together. I definitely cackle all the time when I check out their reels and stuff. I really like them together. And they seem to be so happy and they have so much fun. You can tell he has a good relationship with her daughter. I don't know if I've seen interactions with her son, but either way, you know, they just seem like they just really happy. And I love that for her. And I think she deserves that. And that's where she is. Like, do what you want to do, April. Because she damn sure done elevated from the little boys to a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tay Diggs standing next to her just makes her classy, extremely a classy. Okay, very much so classy lady. Right? It's giving I am woman. All right. Maybe I was a girl back when I was Fizz, but now I am woman. And I love it so much. So if they are married, congratulations. If they are just engaged, congratulations. Whatever. I'm here for it. Okay. When it comes to the wedding, I would like to see it. All right. But let's go ahead and move on. What else do we have here? Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion are indeed getting ready to go to trial, and I'm ready for that because, girl, y'all have been having y'all been stringing us along for the longest, girl. Y'all worse than Rocky Bivens with his side chick. Okay, if that is indeed true, stringing this woman along, making her think that they gonna be someone they know they not. Okay, that's how y'all been stringing us along. Y'all been stringing us along like we side chicks, and that's a problem. I'm ready to get to the point over here. Okay, now I do want to pull up this well, let's see. I want to start from yesterday, I believe it was, and then we'll go up to some other things. So let's start over here. Okay, this is Nancy Dillon, and let me get her credentials. Okay, she's a senior reporter for the Rolling Stone. You know, I really like Rolling Stone's articles. I will give them that. Okay, they be detailed. But anyway, girl, let's go ahead and get into yesterday. So yesterday, she puts this up and says Tory's wait a second. Okay. She says Tory Lanez released from house arrest as his trial for allegedly, popping Megan begins with jury selection in LA. She says the judge says, I'm doing this mainly for the trial preparation aspect. So that's why he's no longer on house arrest, okay? And that's primarily only for this trial, okay? Now they're saying that opening statements are expected to take place on next Monday, I do believe, okay? Now she follows this up and says Tory's lawyer told the judge that Kylie Jenner and Corey Gamble are on his list of possible defense witnesses because they were present at Kylie's pool at the pool party before the incident occurred. All right. The argument, everything started there. Okay. So, according to Mr. George, whoever this Mr. George is, a lot of this drama started at Kylie's party. And this right here is going to be real messy. Okay. So, if y'all got Kylie on y'all list, but Megan's attorney didn't have Kylie on her list, this is just gonna be interesting because it seems like if y'all call her in, if y'all call Kylie and Corey in, obviously it's gonna be to go against Megan and to speak to her character and break down whatever her story was, her claims were for that night. Girl, this is gonna be very messy. Very messy, okay? Now, Nancy goes on to clarify and says Tory's lawyer admitted in court he doesn't have witness statements from Kylie Jenner or Corey Gamble yet. All right. So it's not clear what they might say if it would even be relevant. So he don't even know what they're gonna be talking about. He just know he wants them on his list. So we'll see how that's gonna play out for him. What else? So it appears she gave us some new updates. She says the new count carries a possible 6-year prison term, sources say, but it doesn't add to his sentencing exposure. If convicted as charged, he's still facing possible max of 22 years and 8 months. Sentences would run concurrent since it's the same alleged conduct. Whoa. And whoa, prosecutors filed third felony charge against Tory Lanez amid jury selection in Megan Thee Stallion gun assault case. Okay, new count was discharge of a firearm with gross negligence. Ooh, Tory, you probably gonna be up there for like 20 some years, Tory. Not you finna be locked up for this incident with Miss Megan. This gonna be some shitty poo pie mess, baby. If this man go to jail, I'm not gonna feel no way about it. But if he don't go to jail, I feel like a lot of people gonna have a lot of stuff to say. If he goes to jail, Megan not gonna be able to live it down. If he don't go to jail, people gonna believe that Megan is a liar, especially if he's not found guilty, right? If he's not found guilty, people gonna feel like Megan is a liar and she ain't gonna never live it down. Like, this is a messy situation, but I'm just ready to get to the facts. I ain't even thinking about the verdict because I want to know so much of the facts first. Like, I want to hear from Kelsey. Y'all need to go dig up that security guard that was driving, whoever the person was, the bodyguard, dig him up. I want answers and statements from everybody. I want facts and truth, okay? That's what I want. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts about this case. That's all that I have so far. Opening statements and things will really begin come next week. Now, how long the trial is going to be going on, I'm not sure. Girl, I don't know if it's going to wrap up before or after Christmas or into the new year. Who knows? This is going to be very, 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 very interesting. And if Tory does lose this lawsuit, I'm sorry, not this lawsuit, but if he does lose this case, I do wonder if there may be some other lawsuits from Miss Megan, honey, if she going to be trying to sue him for some type of emotional distress, okay, and all that he's caused since said incident happened. Yikes. Okay, so that's going to be a whole mess, girl, but you know, you did it to yourself, honey. You did it to yourself. Either way, get luck. And let's go ahead and keep going, okay? Because I want to talk about these people here. A whole ass mess, if you ask me. TJ Holmes and Miss Amy Robach, or whatever you want to call her, Robach, or whatever her name is, y'all ain't SHI. And I hate I do not have that. Let me see. Do I have it? Oh, dang, I do not. I did not save. Did I save it? Child, let me see if I can show this up here onto the YouTube, and hopefully YouTube don't be trying to cut up on me. You feel what I'm saying? Because they may try and cut up. Give me 1 second. Add this video file, y'all, so y'all could just check this out. So before I add this video file, real quick. This is a video of Amy and her husband and how they kind of met or whatnot. And TJ feeling or acting as though these people meant so much to him. Like, oh my God, these people mean so much to me. Yada, 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 ABC, X, Y, and Z, right? Let me see if I can add it over here actually. And then show it on the screen. So if this one adds perfect, we'll do this. So, yeah, it's a story about how Amy and her husband ended up meeting each other. TJ is going to introduce the news story. He's going to be sitting up there talking about how they mean so much to him and all this other stuff or whatever. And it was just giving fake to me at the end of the day because you was up there messing with that lady husband. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm about to play this video for y'all real quick. Actually, I'm going to do it like this. I'm just going to do it like this.
Story like none other you're about to hear about, folks. This is the part of the show. Really, we joke, we laugh, we're having a good time here, but these are absolutely two of my favorite people on the planet. So, of course, you all know Amy Robach and her husband here, Andrew Shue, is a dear, dear friend as well. Well, even though they're having fun here and they can smile and laugh and hug and kiss, these are two folks who got together, both divorced, and also she had 2 girls, he had 3 sons, and that family came together. Wasn't always easy. It wasn't always easy, but now here they are. So check this story out.
We were introduced at a book party.
We were set up at a book party.
In 5 minutes, we were nose to nose talking about our kids.
Yes, he showed me the picture of his 3 sons. I showed him the picture of my 2 daughters, and then he got my number.
And we thought this could work.
We met the next day. Within 5 months, we were engaged, and within 10 months, we were married.
And then we started blending our family, which was not easy.
So I think we can now officially say we are better together.
Definitely. Yuck. You guys.
Does anyone need an insulin shot? Does anyone need an insulin shot?
That was good. They are better together.
Are they better together? Because right now it seems like y'all giving it y'all better together, if you ask me. But anyway, let's get into what TMZ had to say, because they're saying that TJ Holmes, they're saying that TJ Holmes was already a cheater. So prior to him cheating with this co-worker of his co-anchor or whatever, it appears that he was messing with somebody else previously in the business, okay, at the job. And then it's like, first of all, I feel like a news station is pretty small. It ain't that big. Like somebody or a few people, like all it takes is 1 or 2 people to find out something. Then everybody else know. They just keep it on the low and whisper about y'all. So these people knew about it. The news station knew about it. I don't care if they say that they did. They lying. They definitely knew about what the hell was going on. Okay. Now, I did hear that they were not going to like suspend them or nothing like that for them dating. They weren't going to get in trouble. Well, now we're hearing that some things are changing. Okay. Right now, let's see. Let's get into it. They're saying that Amy Robach and TJ Holmes benching from GMA3 Anchor's desk, and they're saying that it has nothing to do with an alleged workplace affair that he had several years ago. Okay, with another producer. What? With another producer, and then you messing around. Girl, TJ, is definitely for the streets, Mr. Sir. Amy and TJ were noticeably absent on Monday morning, less than a week after news of their romance was made public. Network sources told us Thursday the two would not face disciplinary action for their relationship, as it was both consensual and they held similar titles on the show. So because of their relationship, they weren't going to get in trouble. But yeah, y'all getting too much of backlash and y'all don't want to deal with the backlash. So until everything calms down, that's the reason why y'all pulled them back, right, from the show at this particular time. So at the end of the day, it is like they're being disciplined over their relationship, if you ask me. But okay. So they're saying that Daily Mail published a story Friday alleging that Holmes had an affair years ago with GMA producer, and they don't put this lady name up here, Natasha. Let me see what Natasha looked like. Oh, wow. Okay, you just do what the hell you want to do, huh? That's what it is. Just do what you want to do, okay? Now, many felt it was part of the reason he and Amy got yanked this week. So they're thinking like, what? Why? No. A lot of people are thinking because he messed around with Natasha Singh or whatever her name is, that was the reason why he got yanked this week. No, both of them got yanked, from my understanding. And it was because of their relationship. It ain't have nothing to do with her. See, here's the thing. Clearly, and now that I think about it, GMA don't give a damn who you date up in there. Because if that was the case, he would have been, dealt with a long time ago. They didn't deal with him a long time ago, and they're really not dealing with him now. We, the public, is dealing with his ass. And GMA cannot take it, and they don't want that backlash. And so now they're like, you're going to have to scoot back. Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it, honey. That's what it's giving. All right, because they cannot take it. What else are they saying? TMZ says we spoke with several sources connected to ABC who maintained the alleged affair with Singh had nothing to do with Amy and TJ's absence on Monday, adding no ABC rules were violated. Okay, the sources echoed what we reported. ABC News president Ms. Kim said on an editorial call Monday, the decision to pull Amy and TJ was to calm the internal and external distraction their relationship has caused. Yeah, so that distraction was that backlash. So they just scaled them back a bit. I bet you they on paid leave. And do you think they care? Because they probably somewhere over there humping it and doing it and probably traveling together or whatever. I can guarantee you, folks probably ain't been at the house to see their partners. Wow. Girl, this is a mess here. We're told both Amy and TJ love their jobs and have been in open communication with ABC over the last few days, hoping the whole thing blows over soon. Girl, soon is giving 2023. Because the people gonna keep talking about it. Because more stories are just continuing to roll out about you, Mr. TJ. Okay. And actually, according to Radar Online, they're saying TJ Holmes accused of multiple affairs with GMA staffers before leaving wife for Amy Robach. So you mean to tell me it was more than just the one producer, Natasha? So let me get into this article and see what else. I told y'all TJ for them streets, baby. Okay. Good Morning America host TJ Holmes and not only hooked up with his co-host Amy Robach, but I don't know, I feel like I'm butchering her name, y'all, and please forgive me, okay? But allegedly had previous relationships with 2 other staffers while still married to his wife, Marley. Sources close to the situation revealed that Holmes, who's 45, had a 3-year affair with the married producer, Natasha. Girl, y'all lot of married ones, don't you? A lot of married ones. Girl, I guess. I mean, I guess you gotta mess with somebody that if I mess up, if I get caught, you get caught too. So we both got something to lose. We both gonna get tied together up. Okay. So I mean, I guess is that what y'all are thinking when you mess with somebody else that's married? Like we both got something we really can lose versus messing with a single person that ain't got nothing to lose and at any moment can just rat you out, you know. So I'm just wondering, okay, they said the romance started in 2019. Wait, so he dated her in 2019 for 3 years. Y'all said a 3-year affair. Okay. His wife ended up becoming aware after discovering emails between the both of them. So wait. Oh, this man ain't SHI. Girl, this man ain't. Okay. So 2019, 2020, 21. TJ, did you at least try to give yourself a break before you moved on to Miss Amy? Because you be moving very quick. Amy, you next, girl. This is just fun. This is just, if y'all were to go on and get married to each other or something later on down the road, like that's going to be some messy Portia Williams type girl. That's going to be messy, but let's keep going. All right. Insiders told Page 6 that Holmes' relationship with Singh was not the only one. Sources spilled that the GMA host had another relationship with an unnamed female staffer. TJ's cheating with ABC staffers was definitely one of the reasons why they were yanked off. It has become a distraction. Wow, wow, wow. The insider added on top of that, he's also a D to the producers. Also, you're a D to the producers. Meanwhile, you're out here giving to the ladies. Whoa, no one likes working with him. He yells and has the biggest ego. I truly believe this. I do. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hold you. I do believe it. Holmes' team did not respond when called for a comment. All right. Now, as RadarOnline.com previously reported on Monday, Holmes and Miss Amy were taken off of the air after ABC News executive Kim Godwin made the decision. All right. Yikes, yikes, yikes. See, y'all thought that y'all was going to be around here just dipping it and doing it and was untouchable. No, you are very much so touchable. Okay, now Kim done sat up there and told the staffers, I want to say that while the relationship is not a violation of company policy, I have really taken the last few days to think about and work through what I think is the best for the ABC News organization. This is something I'm not going to talk. Okay, she says we're not going to talk about on this call until there is more to be said. I'm asking that we stop the whispering in the hallways. You know, we can't operate with gossip and speculation and rumors. We need to stay focused on the work. See, this ain't my type of job. This ain't my type. Like BIT, girl, this is fun times. This is stuff for us to cackle about, laugh about, everything. Okay, and then it ain't my gossip. It ain't my. These people ain't even here, ma'am. So why I can't talk about it like they here? So why I can't discuss it? Do you mean to see like, nah, I don't like that. Stop having fun and get back to work. That's what it's given to me. No, I'm going to talk about this. Telling me don't stop. I want all of the, who are you? I mean, girl, I know you're the CEO, but I'm just saying, like, who are you? Stop the whispering in the hallways. Girl, don't tell me you're not whispering in the hallway. Let me get on I am. Girl, are you crazy? Like, girl, come with me to the bathroom so we can talk about this. Since you don't want me in the hallway, let me go to the bathroom. Since you don't want me to go to since you don't want me to do that, girl, let me take this piece of paper over there to Sarah this so I can act like I need some help with this write up. Meanwhile, we over here talking about dance, girl. Okay, so if you don't want me in the hallway, girl, I'll go over there to somebody else's cubicle. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll slide it to somebody else that actually have an office. Because one thing about the girl, don't let me get on corporate lifestyle, girl. Don't let me get on because they're gonna keep y'all in them cubicles. Understand, girl? You will not get a piece of an office for real, for real. Okay, you better go into one of them open offices and don't stay in there too long because somebody else gonna need to come in. But anyway. Okay, I'll slide on over there into somebody the office. They got a door, girl. Pull it closed and act like I'm taking some paperwork in there. But we gonna talk about this because I don't fuck with y'all outside of work like that. Understand, girl? I don't really talk to y'all like that outside of work, man. Okay, so when I want to talk about the tea and the gossip, girl, like I'm gonna reserve a few minutes on the time clock to have a conversation about that. Something so stop the gossip in the hallway. So, girl, that's fine. I don't have to be in the hallway. Girl, I do not. Girl, I can go to the bathroom. Girl, I can run downstairs and act like I'm going to get something out my car. Girl, I can run downstairs and act like I'm going to go get me a coffee. You want me to go in the break room? Girl, who you think? No, ma'am. I'm going to talk about this. You know we can't operate with gossip. Girl, don't tell me what we can operate with, ma'am. Ma'am, don't tell me. Because these two was operating very, very well, okay? Up there anchoring for the morning show. Meanwhile, going back doors and doing the do and coming back and operating and making it work. And you mean to tell me that I can't have a little bit of a conversation about it? TJ was around here all running amok, making it work. As he was working that thing on one producer, another staffer, and then now his co-anchor. Do not tell me about how we can operate and how we can't operate when TJ been around here operating how the hell he want to really operate this whole time, then being rude and everything to staffers. Girl, you're not going to tell me. We're going to talk about this, Miss Godwin. Okay? We're going to talk about this. We're going to have a conversation. Okay, don't be trying to make me get back to work. And I don't be liking it because I be feeling like the CEOs, the head people in charge, they be over there like get back to work, but then turn back around and be like, so yeah. Girl, that's how the teachers be in the classroom. But y'all tell us to get back to work so that you can have time to talk about that bullshit. Okay? That's like teachers, be quiet. Sarah, put that pencil down. Put that pencil down. What are you supposed to be working on? Okay? Everybody do your work. Nobody should be talking to nobody. Yeah, girl, so you heard about the assistant principal. Girl, I heard he was over there doing it with the secretary. Like, girl, that's how it goes. So don't be sitting up there telling me, girl, don't, I'm dumb. Don't do that. I don't play like that. We're going to talk about this, okay? If America talking, we talking too. What's up? Anyway, I had to rant. Okay, they say the move came days after photos leaked of Holmes and his boo getting cozy with each other on multiple dates in New York. In one shot, Holmes can be seen smacking this lady on her backside because we know she ain't got no. Anyway, sources close to the new couple claim they did not start dating until they informed their spouses their marriages were over. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop y'all lies. Y'all didn't do that. Y'all didn't do that. Now they're saying that TJ's wife was allegedly blindsided by the photos of her husband and this woman because they lying. Y'all been messing with each other and y'all made a decision together to both tell y'all partners that y'all no longer want to be with them. That's what that was. But y'all had been messing with each other, okay? What else? Sources say she admits they had problems in their marriage, but believe they were working towards a reconciliation. Wow. Girl, he is trash, baby. Reputation shots. But because you're a light bright and possibly mixed, girl, they probably gonna give you another opportunity on the air. I do feel, but we gonna see. Now, for her part, Miss Amy and her husband sold off their New York home for $5 million last month. The pad went on the market around the time sources claim Amy informed her ex of her new romance with the man. Okay, so yeah, they have yet to make a public statement on their relationship. At some point, it might come, and then again, it may never come. Who knows? But y'all ain't SHI. Y'all ain't SHI. But y'all, that karma gonna come back. Sitting up there lying to that lady talking about some doggone y'all wasn't messing with each other or didn't start y'all relationship until after y'all informed y'all significant others. Girl, get out my face with it. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on, honey, to some other foolery that's going on. Let's talk about Miss Wendy Williams, okay? Because Wendy will never be able to catch a break because people are always bothering her, okay? If it's not that brother of hers always coming to the front to find something to talk about when it comes to her, it's this mangy ex-husband of hers, okay? He's sitting over here talking about how his life has been greatly affected. Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, cannot pay his bills after former TV host stopped paying alimony. Wow. Let's keep going. When I hear her stop paying alimony, the other thing that comes to my mind was how she was having issues with her financial cards and stuff. And I think they were trying to make her son like in charge of her cards or access to her, make her son like the person that can access her money. And I'm wondering, like, I'm not saying this is what it was, but it's just me just wondering, like, did your daddy push you up to like get access to your dad, to your mama's stuff so you can be able to get her money and stuff? But anyway, girl, let's go ahead and keep going. So Wendy's ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, claimed that he cannot pay his bills and is facing home disclosure or foreclosure after Wendy stopped paying him alimony last year. The surprising development comes one day after it was revealed that Kevin filed a motion for his alimony payments to resume after Wendy was reportedly forced to cut him off in October of 2021. I'm so glad he ain't got no coin. I ain't gonna lie, and I hope the judge throws it out and don't make her pay nothing. You done sat up here and had a baby on this lady. You was letting this lady ride around in different luxury vehicles and stuff purchased by Wendy, all in a house, got a house all by Wendy, all like, and now you over here living off this lady money. Nah, you sat up there and said you had the whole concept and everything down pat when it came to Wendy and the TV show and all this and that. Weren't you suing the production company? So if you got it like that, then go and make another one. If you feel like you made Wendy in any capacity, then go and make another one and get you a coin. According to the court documents, Kevin depends on the court-ordered spousal payments from Wendy for homeowner association payments, car insurance, and to pay off his outstanding credit card bills. I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to the homeowner association, and I'm behind on all of that. And see, that's the thing for me, though. It's like just because you get alimony doesn't mean that you do not have to work. Like, you shouldn't even want to fully rely on that check. Kind of like child support in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a guarantee it's going to come through that next month or whatever. So you can't just rely on that. And a lot of times it ain't even enough, depending on who it is. You know what I'm saying? And like, you still would want to have your own money because you just never know what the hell may happen. So you literally was doing nothing, waking up every day, doing whatever the hell you want to do, spending up her money. And y'all have literally ran this woman into the ground. Okay. And I mean, she contributed to that too, as well, as far as her physical aspect and everything. Like, you could tell Wendy just tired. She want to come back, but she just tired. Like, y'all don't ran this lady into the ground and you still trying to run her into the ground and, yank from her pockets? No, baby. He goes on to say, if the homeowners association fees are not paid, foreclosure will soon follow. My car insurance hasn't been paid as a result of not receiving monthly severance payments. I'm behind on credit card payments because I have no money since the severance payments were suspended. Now, some part of me feel like he lying too. Now, the severance payments were suspended back in fall of 2021. Here we are in 2022. I feel like you do be getting money. You might route that money through Sharina or something like that. But I feel like you do be having money, but you're trying to play it up as though you broke and you in a bind in an effort to get more money coming in for her. But I just don't feel like she should have to finance that. Like, and you done cheated on her and all this and that. Like, I mean, some part of me is like, Wendy, that's the L that you took by allowing your husband to be your manager and having so much control over stuff. And then he goes out there, cheat on you, have a baby by somebody else, leaves you to be with her. And then now you got to sit up here and pay for it. You was paying for it in the marriage and now you paying for it afterwards, but you got me all the way for 1,000%. Girl, I would have, listen, if this lady was in North Carolina, I would have relocated and got me an address just in California specifically. So when all of this is said and done, I could sue your ass. Because right now, I do believe North Carolina is the only state that I can think of that will allow you to sue a mistress for pain and suffering or whatever. Okay. So yeah, no ma'am. He goes on to say, my life has been greatly affected since the plaintiff stopped making payments under our settlement agreement. I hope they revise that. I hope they revise it. And I hope that he don't get a dime. Kevin also claimed he cannot afford health insurance without the monthly alimony payments promised to him as part of his and Wendy's 2019 divorce settlement, particularly now that he is in need of hip surgery. Not him in need of hip surgery now. Wow. Hate it for you. What about all of the work she needs on herself? Listen, I don't know why. I wonder, and this thought came to my mind. I'm like, I wonder if Sharina on Medicaid. She ain't got no job from my understanding. I don't know what that lady got. But I do wonder, like, are you like, y'all not married or whatever? So you could just write down like you a single mama or whatever the case may be, and like finesse and get you some Medicaid for your daughter so you ain't never got to pay for that out of pocket. Like, I just wonder. I don't know. That's just a random thought that came to my head. But anyway, let's go ahead and keep going. Okay. The fact that I am unable to sustain my life and pay my bills in order to extremely emergent to me is extremely emergent to me. I cannot pay my bills and sustain my day-to-day. Whose fault is that you trying to live off of an alimony check? No. If this was any other chick that was messing with an NBA player or whatever and all of that, y'all would be sitting up here like, nah. Whose fault is that, ma'am? Go get you a job. Why you relying on his check? Same thing goes for Kevin. No, ma'am. On October 15th of 2021, plaintiff was informed by Talk with Wendy Williams that her contract was being suspended and that no compensation shall accrue or be payable to plaintiff for the duration of the plaintiff's disability and incapacity. Boom. So Wendy is disabled, baby, and she's going to be unable to do a lot of stuff for a very long time. And I won't be surprised if she wants to come back and do the podcast, but also don't want to sit up here and pay you. So if she does appear that, she's in good health to do a show, then that's probably going to resume those payments that's owed to you. But girl, I'll be down on my luck on his ass because he won't be getting it for me. All right. Wow. So according to that, I don't think that he's going to be getting anything. I really don't. The program producers fired back at Kevin and filed a motion to dismiss. Okay, so he was trying to sue the program producers over the Wendy Williams show for $10 million because he felt like, they stole his ideas and all of that, and they were getting ready to give it to Sherry Shepherd, even though he created everything surrounding Wendy Williams. So he tried to sue, but they were asking for it to be dismissed. I don't believe that it has indeed been dismissed yet, so they probably still in court over that. But I want Kevin to go see his ass down somewhere. For real. I just hate that he even has the capacity to be this damn disrespectful throughout the marriage and then turn around and still want this lady money. Like, it bothers me. But I'm going to let y'all hop down in the comments. Let me know your overall thoughts about everything that I just discussed today on the Quick Chat, honey. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, or follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.